Hello and welcome back, I'm Christo, and this is the Kaiserreich Mongolian campaign. We have established a glorious fallback line against the Russians. I know I get too excited about fallback lines, because a fallback line is, you know, by definition you're not kind of gloriously pushing forwards and taking land, but fallback lines are so good, they're so useful. I just love a good fallback line. This is a very short front against a mighty foe, it's on a great big river crossing. It's going to be good, it's going to be very good. And also, because of the way the attrition system works in this game, they're probably going to end up suffering far more than me. So, good. We've just deployed huge numbers of new troops, 22 to be precise, of our glorious Cav 3s, who are all heading down south to deal with Saigon. Ooh, the tanks are moving to encircle me. Let's not permit that. Yeah, so I'm going to play a close eye down here, and hopefully just not see any red defences. How are we doing resistance-wise? Yeah, thought we might have a couple of problems up here. Just 0.1 growth, so we can just send a single one of these guys up here, and that should deal with that. Nothing over here yet, good. Got the wrap-up orders done over here, yes. Nope, you just wrap up that area. He's storming across the east. If you could take the northern bits to the east, that would be much appreciated. Oh my god, it ended! Finally! The Alash Order has beaten the Khanate. They've got 23 divisions. This is going to be a pushover. So the plan here is we blitz through, and we don't take any land bordering Russia. And then we put all our men over here, end the war, and then blitz up, take the Urals, and hold this front. And then we have them trapped. That's the plan. Let's see if we can execute it. The tricky part is going to be not capitulating them too soon, but I've got lots of practice of that from my NC campaign with France, so hopefully we should be alright. So how is it here now? See, now it's going down by 1. Just don't need half of these guys. Bring them back out again. You can stop that attack now. Alright, there goes that tank. Bad luck, tanky. You can finish wrapping up the southern area. You can wrap up this area. And then we'll be able to give them the encircled 33% attack penalty. I believe it's 33% penalty, right? The Poles have finally fallen. They tried. They tried. Naval invasion in southern China. I don't see it. I guess it hasn't started yet, we just saw it. And there goes Bhutan. You take out poor little Bhutan. The final showdown. What? That sounds a bit dramatic. Prepare the northern border. Prepare the western border. So they're either going to go after Delhi, or they're going to go after Hyderabad. So they're either going to go into the Dominion of India, or down into the Princely Federation. Interesting to see. And they are preparing for the final struggle. They're all getting very melodramatic in India. Interesting. Trades to the north, to the east. Cool. So big war's going to kick off over here. We may take advantage of that once war's declared. They have got a lot of troops though, so, and it's mountains, which we, you know, our horses don't do well in mountains. We could let them bleed against us and then crush them probably. So, what are we inventing right now? We're going to be inventing some new planes soon. Get a fighter manufacturer, but we should probably just want to keep going military high commands for now. 10% less research time would help a lot, as would good stability. I'm going to go to good stability. I love high stability in Kaiserreich. Just love the stability system in Kaiserreich, really. So much better than vanilla. Kaiserreich political system. They really should adopt stuff from Kaiserreich into vanilla. At least some. I like how the Germans are just leaving. Bye-bye, little panzers. You shall not be missed. Why are we taking such heavy attrition down here? Oh, is it hot? Extremely hot, in fact. Fair enough, fair enough. So we're going to crush these last Chinese divisions. They're not going to be the last Chinese divisions. There's probably quite a few Chinese divisions still out there. Is there a way I can still select China? Yes, here we go. Look at China. Yeah, they still have 60 divisions somewhere. Probably holding off the French. Oh, or not holding off the French, as the case may be. Wow. They are sending 10 panzers per month to the Germans. Well, that won't help a whole lot. So perhaps the Russians are going to have another front to deal with quite soon. They really haven't seemed especially interested in attacking me, have they? That's interesting. Why aren't they taking all this land? They're making me want to advance now, but I love my river too much. Okay, time to kick them out of Saigon once these guys have got their organization back. You could all just, stay on this province. That would be good. Don't want to waste troops and equipment, so I'll let them get their organization back before I fire anything. Did this naval invasion ever come to fruition? Wangzhou. Here. I don't know. It's been a while. Is this naval invasion coming from mainland Germany? Alright, kill him. Ah, I said 33%. It's 30% penalty attack defense. Fair enough, fair enough. Is there an encirclement penalty to breakthrough? Like, if they currently tried to launch an attack out here while I was attacking them, would they get the encirclement penalty? Anyhow, my glorious Field Marshal level 7, all the best traits. Alright, so war against these guys? 100 days? Why would it take me 100 days? It's too long. Okay, we need to start justifying that soon. How much political power is it going to take? 11 more. 20 political power. The capture of Saigon going well. Now, do we want to go through Thailand so we can take Malaya? I think we do. That presumably likewise will take 20 political power. Yes, we'll do that afterwards. For now, let's focus on the Russian front. You guys all come up here. This is plenty for here. I think we need more men on these fronts. How many are there here? Sorry, 5. We've got 24 here, including all these guys. Wow, that's not very many. We need more men. Let's get... there's our manpower. Okay. We're going to need to conscript the conquered peoples soon, I think. Oh, that's not going to help. Just get rid of those. Don't need them. Still down mostly infantry equipment. All new equipment goes into infantry equipment. Got an extra 200 planes. Let's ramp up plane production, actually. We built that air base. We have... It's level 2 for now. Let's be having new planes up here into Western Siberia. That should help a great deal. We could do some close air support as well. Thing is, if one of the major powers deploys their big air force against me properly, then we don't have much of a chance because they've got a lot more planes than us. But for now, it shall be good. Let's put another 2 levels of air base here. So we can just one more will do. Okay, supply is now completely fine. This extra little bit in however you say this one. Ulala? Not sure, something like that. Should do it. Let's go speed 4 for now. We're not microing anywhere, so that seems fine to me. Japan might still be able to declare war on me by event, even though we have this non-aggression pact. Eastern Harbour. Just a bunch of naval stuff. Hopefully they do all that. They can get level 2 naval base, or a permanent reduction cost to ship costs. Why would you ever go this way? It's crazy. I'm looking forward to playing as Transmore at some point. That'll be good fun. Okay, here's this naval invasion. It's a dangerous naval invasion. We seem to be holding it off just fine. It's the Baltic states. No wonder it took a while to arrive. They came all the way from the Baltic states. I imagine they didn't actually come all the way. Supply is becoming worse here as new guys arrive. Well, we do have a surplus. I think, how much would it cost to put everyone into Cav 3? We need another, more manpower, more infantry equipment. Let's do it, and then let's just cancel training until we have enough equipment. Is that enough? I think you have to wait for the daily tick. Yep, that's enough. Just need some more support equipment. Free civilian factories. Well, I think it's probably time to do some industrial development of China. So let's find some empty states like here. 3 out of 9, 4 out of 7. And let's bump the infrastructure in these areas. 1 out of 9. Very much worth putting some stuff there. 2 out of 8. So this central Chinese development scheme should help a lot with our future infrastructure prospects. Although, I shouldn't do it in any of the area that is occupied land. So I can still do it here, but not so much here and here, because we're only getting a percentage of these places. Let's bump it here. Where else? See, the problem is South China is where it's at in terms of there being room. Oh, here's good. Yeah, the legation city is looking good. Okay, yeah. Let's pump some into these little city-states. It's already level 9. Wow. Oh, it's full. Never mind. Where else then? Up here? No. Alright, that's enough for now. You can do repairs after other stuff. Another dangerous naval invasion, allegedly. France. Be good and send me some more aluminium, would you? Oil. Looks like we can reduce that. Very nice indeed. How's the French push going? Still pretty devastatingly well for the Germans. But Middle Europa has a long way to fall back. And a late Danubian entrance to the war. Oh, they've done it! They've done it! They've entered. How? Did they just get called in? Or, I mean, who did they... They're still in the Second International. What war are they in? What's the flag? The Danubian Federation. How did they enter a war? Probably not a German war. Are they just in the war on this side? Yeah, they are. How did they enter the war? Must have been by event, I guess. Oh, that's fun now. I forgot that this new feature, we should take full advantage of it. We can see the deployed manpowers. Wow. Wow, France is outnumbered. But still winning. Higher losses on the French side as well. Maybe we'll see a late German-Austrian comeback. Hopefully not. Especially since we're going to be crushing the Russians from behind. You can take all these states, that'd be good. Oh, lagging for a moment here. Please don't crash. Pretty please. It didn't, thank goodness. Dangerous naval invasion in southern China, except that it isn't. 0. That might be the worst naval invasion I've ever seen. They actually have 0 soft attack. Oh, it's not 0. That's a shame. It's rounding down from 0.3. That's embarrassing. Any more resistance? Yes, just here. Growing by +2. No, by 0.2. Okay. Actually, we'll need 2 of them to actually bring it down. In the city, why not? The Russians are withdrawing from the border. Interesting. Very interesting. I mean, I did like my going through the Alash order plan, but if they're just going to withdraw from the border... Oh, they're not actually all withdrawing, they just withdrew some men. So I think we still go through the Alash order. Right. They're doing Russian railways. Is that the one where they try and demand land from me? No. It's taking 20 political power. Yeah, they haven't really withdrawn all their men, just some. So let's still justify these guys. What focuses people doing? Fortify the North Sea coast. I mean, yeah, that might help a bit. But you have bigger problems. The Danubian Federation entering should do great things for the Germans, though. Okay. These guys just don't have enough men to put up a serious resistance. So it's very mountainous, so maybe I shouldn't speak too soon. Increase immigration to Korea. So they're coring Korea, basically. That's what they're up to. Should we just poke out? Just see if we can get them to attack us? Because I want them to be attacking this fallback line. You know, the strength of a fallback line, a lot of it anyway, comes from the fact that if your enemies regularly attack it, they lose a lot of men. Let's bump infrastructure in the capital as well, just to help with transportation of supply to everywhere else. Still not having any problems from the naval invasions. Jolly good, jolly good. Come over here. Okay, this does not need anyone assigned to it. Just nom off all this. There we go. If you do the same, just eat it all for me. It's grand. Come down here. Excellent. I am tempted to go against the Brathian. They're doing the final showdown while they're justifying. That seems a little pointless, don't you think? The Third International. Oh, they've actually joined the Third International? No. What does this do? Oh, I can't click on fair fixtures, of course. They've just got some kind of negotiation with them. Interesting. So you've got aid from Britain. Interesting, and they have an Anglo-Indian trade agreement. Hey, nice! We just captured enough of this land for this state to count as ours. Is there a port over here? No, it's just a port on this island, okay. Although, is that one state? Yeah, this port is technically... What, no? No, it's just in the same... What do you call it? Oh, there goes the American Civil War. Finally over. I imagine a second American Civil War is going to kick off pretty soon. The Syndicalists probably going to want their guys from the north back. Okay, Egyptian volunteers in Transmore as well as with us. Interesting. We need one of these cav from around here to garrison this port. Unlikely as it is that anyone will naval invade it, it would be very annoying and take a long time to respond to any attack. The thing is, there probably is someone just here, just we don't have enough intel, but if we could just take these four provinces, encircle all these guys, that'd be great. But, as I've said a few times now, I think doubling down on the attack through Alash Order will be our glorious victory here. The end of the American Civil War. So we should keep an eye on what goes on up here. Because the Canadians probably have, yeah, not many divisions, and their attempts to go through Ireland and Wales to have been convincingly rebuffed. Interesting. Big French offensive in the Benelux, looks like. Or perhaps a German. I didn't know if they had Essen a moment ago. Fighting on the Austrian border remains static, as you might expect, given the terrain around here. I keep saying dangerous naval invasion. I really shouldn't say that if there's like zero possibility of them winning. 25 days. Sorry, 75 days before that's going to happen. What was that? Our border just moved. Oh, it was probably finishing off this area. Okay, you guys can all keep just finishing off Siberia. Great. Okay, well, whatever else, our font is doing pretty well. Okay. This should be enough. My issue is this going to be enough men to hold all this front line? It may not. Maybe I should take some more men off this onto here. Because we need to, you know, it's no good just pocketing them. We have to hold them in their pocket and actually finish them off. Which will require holding all the way along here and all the way up here. I'm surprised that they're not pushing. Ah, it's probably because they have terrible supply. That's probably it. Right, what's the bottleneck here now? The bottleneck is indeed infrastructure in the Mongolian region. Which we are now improving. We should do it again, just for future proofing. I'm painfully aware that the fact that I'm building all this infrastructure means we're not actually adding military factories right now, but long term it's a good investment. Wrap up, actually, I can let you wrap that up. You can wrap up the north bit here. those ones, including that city, so we actually get control of that state. That'd be good. Okay, and I think it's speed 5 time, which I don't often do, but just now we're mostly just waiting on this justification. Look at that. Now our font's gone absolutely awful. Quick, repair it. You can't make comments about how good our font is and then have it cruelly stolen from us by the games. Interesting idea about where it should locate the font. Once we wrapped up this, it should become glorious again. Okay. Unassigned divisions. New cav. I think we could put a lot more down here so we have a, you know, convincing push through the south here. Let's have new cav deploy over here in the... This is the Tibetan Plateau, right? This area here. What's this kind of northern dip called? Presumably this is a... Is this a river valley here? No, the river stops here. Presumably this big valley has a name. Maybe it's just counted as part of the Tibetan Plateau, I don't know. The mechanized offensive is completed, and we can get, finally, this, which gives us more infantry, organization, and recovery rate, giving us crazy high organization on our cav. It's going to go up to 87, which would be very nice. Almost 87 anyway. Now, if you would just wrap up these last little pockets so that we could have glorious font on which to end the episode, I would appreciate it greatly. Field Marshal of the Coasts is obviously not getting very much experience since he isn't getting much action. Oh, I should probably switch over my coastal defenders to the new cav, shouldn't I? Yeah, let's do that. It's so dumb, this. I guess yes, they're down a little bit of stuff, and suddenly they're waiting for 40 support equipment, and that puts them at 66% fighting strength. Change that calculation. It's so silly. Not that it matters, because the only people who seem to be interested in naval invading us are the United Baltic Duchy, who are going down integration. I love this focus. This is the focus you take if you want to cease existing. Germany just annexes them if they do, when they do that focus. Oh look, the French Republic has successfully launched a naval invasion of Provence. That's awesome. That is awesome. This is such a good place to defend. If they can get to this river, that would be very cool. France, more aluminium, please. Okay. And a little bit of font wrap up just to end the episode. I can't end it with our name just acting like the only thing we own is Siberia. There we go. That's better. Much better. Will you just take the city? More fake dangerous naval invasions. Well, clearly, I mean, Japan is about to declare war on Germany. Claim the colonies. You're already at war with Germany. What are you doing? Like, what's the point in claiming the colonies while you're at war with the colonies? He's even taken some of the colonies already. He's just now claiming them? We were involved in a naval invasion? Why are some of my convoys over there? Oh, I'm trading with France. It's probably a bad idea. Let's find someone more proximate. Yeah, combined syndicates. The Pacific's mostly safe for us at the moment, so seems good. Okay, final province here. And new tech in the form of improved artillery. Improved air force. Invention of a boat. Yeah, let's get improved artillery. And entrenchment. Okay. Right, well, with our font once more restored and the Siberian campaign over, we look towards the Alash Order, Central Asia, and the push to the Urals, but that shall take place in the next episode. Until then, thanks very much for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.